Hello friends, welcome to Full Body Flow. My name is Mike and I'm really happy to have you here today. This class is going to be down your alley if you're looking for something pretty active with some fun challenges mixed in. As always, if you ever need to take a break, feel free to hit pause, take a child's pose. You can skip vinyasas, you can modify anything however you need to. So I hope you enjoy this class. I hope you have fun with it. And let's get started. Alrighty, friends. I'm so grateful to have you here for class today. Let's get started in child's pose. Find stillness inside your body. Just take these first moments to notice what the quality of your mind is like in this moment, and not judging any way that you feel, but just noticing. Notice if the mind is calm and quiet, or maybe it's a little agitated today, and that's perfectly fine. But just becoming aware of what you're bringing onto your mat for this practice. And start to focus on the body, start to let in some deep breaths. And I invite you to bring a little sound into your breathing. So breathe loud enough so that you can hear it on your mat. The Ujjayi breath, in and out through the nose. Take one more deep breath here. All right, and then let's meet in a tabletop position, coming onto the hands and the knees. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Ground down through the palms of your hands. Stack your shoulders on top of your wrists. Inhale, drop your belly down towards your mat. Gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale, round your spine. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Good. Again, inhale, drop the belly down. Gaze up. Exhale, round the spine. Remember to keep breathing with sound. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. And exhale, round. Last time, inhale, gaze up. And exhale, look down. Very nice. And then come back to a flat back here in tabletop position. And we'll come into downward dog, so maybe bring the hands slightly forwards, tuck the toes, lift your hips. Pedal out the feet a little bit here, take some movement, maybe rock from side to side. And then find stillness here in dog pose. Ground down through your heels. Press through your pointer fingers and your thumbs. Energetically squeeze your wrists and your shoulders towards each other to activate your arms. Take a deep breath in. And an exhale out. Gaze to the top of your mat. Step your feet all the way to your hands. We'll bring the feet hips width distance here. Come into ragdoll pose. Bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. Relax your head. Option to take a little bend in your knees here. You can rock from side to side, or you can stay in stillness. Take 2 more deep breaths. Release your elbows, bring your hands down to the ground. From here, plant your right hand in the middle of your feet. If you have a block, you can bring your hand to a block. Otherwise, hand will be flat on the ground. Take a micro bend in your right knee. With an inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Gaze up to your top hand. Work to spiral your left shoulder open so it stacks on top of your bottom shoulder. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower your left hand down, and we'll switch hands here. So the left palm plants in between the feet or on a block. Micro bend in your left knee. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Gaze up to your fingertips. And again, spiraling open through that right shoulder and the right side of your chest. For 3, breathe. For 2, and 1. Lower the right hand back down. Inhale, we'll move into our first halfway lift, so fingertips can stay on your mat or press your palms into your shins to lengthen your spine. And with an exhale, fold forward. Good job. Inhale, rise up to stand. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Press your palms together. Gaze up. And as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And then relax your hands down towards your hips. Inhale, reach the arms up. Again, gaze up. And as you exhale, fold forwards. Relax your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant your palms flat. Step your feet back, coming into a high plank position. And we'll hold here. Try and find a flat back. If you ever need to lower the knees, feel free. For 3, squeeze your belly button towards your spine. For 2, and 1. Slowly bend the elbows to lower the chest down towards your mat. Good. Untuck your toes. Press the tops of your feet down into your mat. Keep your pelvis grounded. And we'll come into a baby cobra here, just lifting the chest. So the rib cage is pressing down. Back of the neck is long. Keep lifting. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower the chest down. Press up onto your hands and knees for a moment, and then roll back into downward dog. Pause here for 3 breaths. Breathing with sound in and out through the nose. Take 1 more breath. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, take a big step between your hands. And lower your back knee down towards your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up, coming into Anjaneyasana. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Gaze up to the ceiling between your hands. Work to lift your chest and the sides of your body. For 3, 2, and 1. Plant your palms to frame your front foot. And then lift your back knee off of the mat. Keep your left hand grounding down. Inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Gaze up towards your fingertips. And then again, spiral your top arm open to stack it on top of your left shoulder. Take 2 more breaths. Last breath. Again, with your exhale, plant your right hand down and step your right foot back into downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step it forwards. Lower your back knee down to the ground. Bring the back foot so it's flat on the mat. So the toes are untucked. And with an inhale, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Gaze up between your hands. Soften the shoulders, down your upper back. Lengthen through the side body, all the way through the fingertips for 3, 2, and 1. Plant the palms, lift your back knee. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Look up to your left fingertips. Spiral the left shoulder open. Keep lifting your back knee. 2 more breaths. And last breath. Nice. And with your exhale, plant the left hand down. Step the left foot back. Downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And let it out. Gaze to the top of your mat. Step your feet forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, rise up to stand. Mountain pose. Reaching up. Exhale, pull your hands to heart center. We'll go through some sun salutations here. Relax your hands to your sides. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into high plank pose. And we'll move through our first vinyasa of our day. So we'll lower into a low plank. You can keep the knees lifted or option to lower them. And with an inhale, we'll come into upward dog, lifting the knees, lifting the chest. And with your exhale, roll over your toes back into downward facing dog. Good work. Pause here. Take 2 breaths. One more breath. Gaze to the top of your space. Step forwards, or if you'd like to play with a little hop forwards, feel free. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down towards your toes. Inhale, rise up, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. And again, inhale, extend your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back if you'd like to into your low plank position. Inhale, upward facing dog. Firm your legs, lifting the chin. Exhale, downward dog. Pause here for 1 deep breath. Gaze forward, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, mountain pose. Gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good job. Bring your big toes together. Inhale, come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Bending the knees, reach your arms up. Good. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3. Spreading the fingertips. 2. Take 1 more deep breath. And with your exhale, straighten your legs, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back high to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, gaze up. Exhale, down dog, gaze back. Good job. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. From here, plant your back foot flat on the mat. So your back foot is at a 45-degree angle here, so it's pointing slightly towards the left side. Inhale, reach your arms up, coming into warrior number 1. Make sure that your right knee is stacked on top of your ankle, not too far forwards, not too far backwards. For 3, 2, and 1. Plant the palms. Option to step straight back into downward dog, or if you'd like to take a vinyasa, step back into high plank, lower into your chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale into downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, place your left foot forwards. Plant your back foot flat. Inhale, reach the arms up, warrior number 1. Stack your left knee on top of your ankle. Firm your back foot so it's totally flat. Even the pinky toe of the back foot should be flat on the mat. And then breathe for 3, 2, 1 more breath. And with your exhale, plant the palms and either step straight back into dog pose or, again, option to flow back through a vinyasa. Very nice work. Take 2 breaths in downward dog. One more breath. Gaze to the top of your space, step or jump forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. 1 breath per movement here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right foot. Exhale, step your right foot forwards. Plant your back foot flat. Just 1 breath here. Inhale to warrior number 1. Gaze up. And exhale, plant your palms. Step back high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step it forwards. Plant the back foot flat. Inhale, warrior number 1. 1 breath, gazing up. Exhale, gaze down. Plant the palms. Step back high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Lift your chin. Exhale, downward dog. Roll back. Awesome work. Inhale, lift your heels. Come onto your tippy toes. Exhale, wave forward to a high plank. Lower the knees down to the ground. Let's take a child's pose here. Sit your hips back to your heels. Bring your forehead down. Allow your breath to slow down. If you want to take a sip of water, towel off, whatever you need, take your time here to reset. 3 more breaths. And then at your own pace, take your time. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Great work so far. Let's keep it going with an inhale. Reach your right leg towards the ceiling. With your exhale, step it between your hands. Plant your back foot flat. Inhale, spiral your arms open, coming into warrior 2. So finding that alignment with your front knee stacked on top of your ankle, just like we did in Warrior One. Soften the shoulders, soften your wrists. Fix your eye gaze on your right fingertips. Straighten your right leg. Inhale, flip your warrior. Reach your right hand backwards. Slide your left hand down your back leg. Find length in the right side of your body. Keep reaching your right fingertips towards the wall behind you. Take one more breath. And with your exhale, keep your front leg straight. Bring your right hand forwards and then move into triangle pose. Trikonasana. Right hand lowers down. You can grab your ankle. If you have a block, you can bring your hand to a block, or the fingertips can come down on your mat. And then once you find that, gaze up to your top hand. Work to pull your front knee towards the back of your mat, feeling that lengthening sensation through the back of your right leg. Take 2 more breaths. Last breath. Good, and with your exhale, bring your left hand down towards the top of your mat. Step your back foot a little bit forwards towards your front foot, about 6 or 12 inches. Make sure that your left toes are still pointing outwards a little bit towards the left side of your mat. Straighten your right leg as much as you can. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold on top of your right leg, coming into pyramid pose. Work to pull your outer right hip towards the back of your mat. Soften your nose down towards your knee. Breathe deeply. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Good. Keep your legs where they are. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And with your exhale, plant your left hand on the outside of your front foot. The palm can be flat on the mat, or if you have a block, you can bring your hand to a block. Or you can just bring your fingertips on the ground if you can't get your hand flat, whatever works here. And then with an inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, coming into revolve triangle. Gaze up to your top fingertips, if that's possible without falling out of the pose. Otherwise, keep looking down towards your front foot. Spiral your top shoulder open for 3, 2, 1 more deep breath. And 1. Lower your top hand down to the top of your mat. From here, crawl your fingertips over to the left side of your mat. Bring your both feet to face the left side of the mat. We're in a wide-legged fold position. From here, bring your hands towards your hips. Inhale, press down through your feet to rise all the way up to stand. Exhale at the top. Good. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, interlace your fingertips behind your back. Inhale, straighten your arms, roll your shoulders back, drop your head back. And as you exhale, fold forward, keep your bind. Let your hands fall overhead. Work to lift your knuckles up towards the ceiling to create space between your shoulder blades. Take 3 deep breaths. Keep breathing with sound. Last breath here. Release your bind. Bring your hands flat on the mat, shoulder width distance. Inhale, straighten your arms, lift your chest. Exhale, crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Step your right foot all the way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, step forwards. Plant your back foot flat. Inhale, spiral the arms open, warrior two. Arrive here. Stack your front knee over the ankle. Fix your eye gaze to your front fingertips. Breathe. One more breath. Straighten your left leg. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Slide your back hand down the leg. Lengthen through your side body. Gaze up towards your top fingertips. One more breath. And then slowly bringing that left hand towards the top of the mat. Reach forward and then lower down, triangle pose. So whatever option you took with that left hand on the other side, go for that. Gaze up to your right hand. As much as you pull the left knee back like we worked on the other side, see if you can also reach your right hand up towards the ceiling and lengthen the crown of your head towards the top of your mat. It's like you're expanding open in 5 different directions like a starfish. Breathe. 2 more breaths. One more breath. And lower your top hand down to the mat. Slide your back foot slightly forwards. Not too much here. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Pull your left hip back a little bit. And then exhale, fold over the front leg, pyramid pose. Breathe deeply. Soften through the back of your left leg. Work to pull your outer left hip back a little bit. Last breath. Good. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lift your chest. Exhale, plant your right hand on the outside of your left foot. Or again, if you have a block, use the block. If you can't get the palm flat, don't worry about it. Just come onto your fingertips. And whenever you're ready, inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling, revolve triangle. Gaze up to your top hand. Or if that's a little challenging today, keep your eye gaze down towards your front foot. With your inhales, try and lengthen your spine. With your exhale, spiral your top shoulder open a little bit more for 3, 2, last deep breath. And 1, lower your top hand down. Good work. Pivot your feet to face the right side of your mat. And again, crawl your fingertips over to face that side. So we're in this wide-legged position. From here, bring your left hand to the outside of your right ankle. So you're grabbing the outside of the ankle. And then once you have that, with an inhale, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Gaze up to your fingertips. Work to lift your kneecaps to engage your legs. Take 2 breaths here. And with your exhale, lower your right hand down. And we'll switch sides, so the right hand will come to the outside of the left ankle. And with an inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Gaze up to your left fingertips. 3 deep breaths. Good work. And lower the left hand down. Crawl your fingertips to the top of your mat, plant your palms flat, and step your right foot back into downward facing dog. Gaze to the top of your space, step or jump forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, rise up to stand, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we'll play with tree pose, bringing the right foot off of the mat. You can bring the right foot to your left inner thigh. If it's accessible for you today, option to bring your right foot into a half lotus. So you'll bring the outside of the right foot towards your left hip. But if this hurts your knee, I would just take the standard tree pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Lock your eye gaze on one point in front of you. Find stillness in your body and in your mind. Option to reach the arms up. From here, if you reach the arms up, start to lean towards the left side of your mat. So you're pressing your right hip to the right and you're reaching your arms to the left. Take one more breath. Slowly come back to center if you came into that variation. Bring the hands back down to heart center. If you reach them up, lower your right foot down. And we'll switch sides. Start with hands at heart center. Find that single point to focus your eye gaze on. And once you've found the balance, if you'd like to, option to reach the arms up. And if you just have hands at heart center, that's perfectly fine. That's a great place to be. If you reach the arms up, option to take that side bend here. So the hands are going to reach towards the right side of the mat, and then the hips will press to the left side. Take two more breaths. And if you're in the side bend, slow and controlled, come back to center and start to lower down. Good work. Kick your right foot off of the mat towards your glute. Grab the inside of your right foot. So we're grabbing the big toe side of the foot. Reach your left arm forwards with your hand facing the ground, your palm facing the ground. Start to kick your back foot into your hand, up to the ceiling. Extend your left fingertips forwards, coming into dancer pose. Breathe nice and deeply. 3. Reach forward, kick a little higher up. 2. And 1. Slowly start to lower down. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Left side. Kick the left foot up. Grab the inside of the foot. Reach your right fingertips forwards. And you know where we're going. Start to kick back. Keep reaching forwards. Keep breathing here for 3. 2, kick a couple inches higher. And 1, slowly lower. Good work. Bring your big toes together, top of your space. Inhale, sweep the arms up, mountain pose. Exhale, fold to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, and we'll make our way back into down dog. Your choice, step back or take a vinyasa back. Inhale, reach your right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, step it forwards. Keep your back heel lifted. And with an inhale, rise up into high lunge, also known as crescent lunge. Make sure that your back leg is firm. From here, interlace your fingertips behind your back. Stay balanced through your legs the best that you can. And then start to straighten your arms. Roll the shoulders back. Maybe gaze up to the ceiling for a second. And then slowly keep your bind, start to lower the chest to hover above your right thigh. Get light on your back toes, shift most of your weight into your front foot. And then slow and controlled, lift your left leg off of the mat, coming into a modified warrior 3. So keep your bind. Straighten your lifted knee as much as you can. Point your toes of the left foot. Lift your arms up to the ceiling for 3, 2, 1. Lower your right hand down to the ground. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling, half moon pose. Keep your eye gaze down on the ground, or if possible, bring it up towards your left hand. Stay here, or kick your left foot towards your glute, and then come into sugarcane pose, grabbing the outside of your foot. And then just like we did in dancer pose, you'll kick the foot into the hand for 3. Be content wherever you are. 2, 1 more breath. And 1, if you have the back foot, release it. Listen close here. Take a big step back with your top leg. So the left toes will land at the back of your mat. And we're in this low lunge position. From here, start to walk your right foot about 6 or 12 inches towards the right side of your mat. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Lower your back knee down to the ground. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your right hand on top of your right knee, and then gently start to press your right knee away from you, coming onto the pinky toe, the little toe side of your right foot, galaxy pose. Nice hip stretch here. Soften into your right hip. Gaze over your right shoulder. You can stay here if you'd like to take it one step further. Kick your left foot off of the ground. Reach your right hand back. Grab the little toe side of your back foot. And then you can gently start to bring your lifted foot towards your body to add in that quadricep stretch. So remember, no pressure with any of these variations. Yoga isn't about taking the hardest option. It's just about finding what's right for you and exploring yourself there. Go for 1 more breath. If you have the back foot, let it go. Bring your right foot back to center. Plant the foot flat. And step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and let it out the mouth. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step forwards. Keep the back heel lifted. Inhale, reach the arms up, crescent lunge. Engage your back leg. Soften the shoulders. Interlace your fingertips behind your back. Try and keep your foundation nice and steady with your legs. Start to straighten the arms. Roll the shoulders back. Maybe gaze up. Take a deep breath. And with your exhale, slowly start to hover your chest above your left thigh. Good. From here, shift the weight forwards. Lift your back leg, warrior 3. Finding the balance. And it's okay if it takes a moment or two to find the balance here. No rush. Keep lifting your hands up towards the ceiling. For 3, breathe. 2, and 1, release the bind. Bring your left hand down to the ground. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Bring your eye gaze down or bring it up towards your top hand. Spiral open through the whole right side of your body and your right shoulder. Good. Stay here or kick your right heel towards your right glute. Come into sugarcane pose if you'd like, bringing your right hand to the little toe side of the foot and then starting to kick the foot into the hand up to the ceiling. 2 more breaths. Last breath. If you have your foot, release it and start to step your lifted foot all the way to the back of your mat. Coming into our low lunge here. Crawl your left foot a little bit to the left side of your mat. Lower your right knee down. We made it. Inhale, reach your left arm up. And exhale, bring the left hand to the left knee. Gently start to press the knee away from you, galaxy pose. Breathe deeply. Relax your hip. Stay here, or if you'd like to add on, you'll kick your right heel up towards the ceiling and then reach your left hand behind you. Maybe grab the foot. 2 more breaths. If you have the foot, let it go. Bring your left foot back to center. Plant your left hand, step your left foot back, downward dog. Awesome work, friends. Inhale, lift your heels, come onto your tippy toes. Exhale, wave the spine forward to a high plank position. Lower the knees down to the mat, so the knees will be about hips width distance here. Untuck your toes so that the tops of your feet are flat on the mat. And then come all the way up onto your knees. We'll set up for camel pose here. So bring your hands to your lower back. The thumbs are facing the sides of your body, and the other 4 fingers should be facing towards your spine. Start to press your hips forward. Drop your head back. Start to lean back. Ground your shins down into the floor. Open through the throat. You have the option of staying right here. Or if you'd like to intensify the back bend a little bit, you can bring your hands down towards your heels. Wherever you are, keep pressing the hips forward. Keep dropping the head back. 2 more breaths. And then start to come back. If the hands are on the heels, bring the hands back to the lower back and come back to center. Good work. And then we'll come onto our backs from here. Bring the soles of your feet together with your knees dropping out towards the sides of your mat. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring your left hand over your heart. Bring your right hand over your belly. Allow the eyes to close here. Start to bring the attention inside the body And just take a mindful moment. Notice what your body feels like. Notice what the quality of your mind is. And again, not judging anything that's happening, just being aware. Take one more breath here. From here, hug the knees into your chest. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, so right below the knee. The right ankle is going to come right below your left knee. And then grab the back of your left knee with both hands. Maybe interlace your fingertips behind the thigh. And we'll come into our reclined pigeon stretch here. So gently pulling your left thigh towards your body until you feel a nice stretch in your outer right hip. And then pausing there, breathing deeply. You've put in a lot of effort today. You've asked your body to work pretty hard for you. So enjoy this moment. Start to let go a little bit. Enjoy the stillness and the simplicity of this moment. Take one more breath. Good. From here, straighten your left leg. Keep your right ankle crossed. Your right ankle crossed on top of your leg. Reach your arms overhead. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, roll all the way up to a seated position. Keep the legs exactly as they are. It's a fun little transition. And then we'll cross the right foot all the way over. So plant your right foot on the floor. Bend your left knee to bring your left heel towards your right glute. And then inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, a couple options. Option one, hug your right thigh, coming into a little spinal twist. Or you can cross that, the left arm all the way over, coming into a half prayer twist. So the elbow will hook. Or if you'd like to come one step further, you can play with a bind here. So you'll thread your left hand underneath your right knee and then reach your right arm behind you, maybe clasp fingertips. Wherever you go, try and find length from your lower back all the way through the crown of your head. And you can gaze over your back shoulder here. Gently twisting open. One more breath. And then start to unravel and unwrap. And we'll come right back onto our backs here. Cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Again, right below the knee. Grab the back of your right knee with both hands. Maybe interlace the fingertips again here. And then gently starting to pull the right knee towards your body. You can flex your left foot here. That can help to protect the knee a little bit. Notice if your breath has become a little bit more shallow. See if you can keep it just as deep as it was at the start of practice. Breathing with sound. Two more breaths. Good work. Release your hands from your leg. Keep the legs where they are. Straighten your right leg. Reach your arms over your head. And we'll do a little rock and roll to come all the way up to a seated position here, keeping the legs just as they are. And then cross your left foot over, plant your left foot flat, bend your right knee. Inhale, reach your right arm up. And exhale, your choice here, wrapping the arm around the leg, hooking the elbow, or playing with the bind here. Finding a long spine, and then gazing over your left shoulder. Begin to gently twist open, rinsing the spine. Breathe deeply. And last breath. And return to center. And unravel the legs again. And we'll come onto our backs. This time hug both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shin bones. Maybe grab opposite elbows, otherwise just wrap the arms the best that you can. Squeeze the tops of your thighs towards your torso and your rib cage. Ground your lower back to try and get it flat on the mat. And lift your forehead up towards your knees, squeezing everything together in this tight, energetic little ball. Keep breathing. Squeeze a little tighter. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Let it go out the mouth. Release your arms, release your legs. Shavasana pose. Find a comfortable position. Open your palms up towards the ceiling. Soften your fingertips. Soften your eyelids. Relax the skin across your forehead. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Be heavy through your hips. And just start to let go. Bringing your breath back to its natural rhythm. We'll just be here for a couple moments. Enjoy this time here for yourself. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and let it go out the mouth. Bring a little smile to your face. Let in some joy. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingertips. Feel the quality of your body in this moment. With another deep breath, reach your arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. Point through the toes. Spread your fingertips. Roll onto either side, coming into a fetal position. Relaxing your ear on top of your arm. Take a moment to acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge your effort today. Be grateful towards yourself for carving some time out of your day to nourish yourself. And then whenever you're ready, slowly come up to a seated position. Keep your eyes closed. Find a straight spine. Soften the shoulders down, your upper back. Bring the hands to heart center, press the palms together. And I just want to thank you for practicing with me today, whether this is your first time taking one of my classes or whether you've taken them before. It really means so much to have had you flow with me today. And with that, the light in me sees and honors the light in you. Take one more deep breath in through your nose. Let it out the mouth. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. Again, my name is Mike, and if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate any support, maybe a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, let me know how you did, or maybe hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more of my videos in the near future. Thanks again. Namaste.